Hello everyone, good day, especially to our cadets from Lyceum of the Philippines, University Batangas. So in this video, we will discuss about the heading, course, and bearing. Course means the direction in which a vessel is steered or is intended to be steered. So this is the actual movement of the vessel through the water. So this is the direction. Heading is the actual direction pointed by the ship's bow. So when you say heading, this is the measurement of the bow given by your compass. So this is the actual reading of your lubber's line in the compass. Heading. Set the direction in which the current is flowing. Drift the speed in knots of the current. For example, heading. In this picture, the ship is heading 000, which means the bow is pointing on north. So while the other one, the ship is heading 315, so the bow is pointing on 315. Another one, the ship is heading 135, or the bow is pointing on 135. So what is course? So while the ship is heading 000 and there is a westerly current pushing you from your starboard, the ship is moving towards somewhere in her left with a combination of the speed of vessel on heading 000. So the ship is maybe moving towards somewhere in her left, and if you measure that direction, this is what you call course. For example, your measurement is 355 degree, and this is also called course made good. So the vessel may be heading 000, but the actual direction of the movement of the ship is maybe 355. In passage planning, for example, you make a plan from point A to point B. So if you measure the direction of point A to point B, you will be creating a leg. And if you measure it in the compass rose or by your triangle, the intended movement of the vessel from point A to point B must be a course of 060 degree. So on a calm water and wind, the vessel can reach from point A to point B in a heading of 060 degree. Same heading, same course. So it can be happen. So what if there's an effect of wind and current? This means that the vessel can reach from point A to point B in a various heading. So maybe you will be heading 058. So after that, you will be heading 062, and you will be heading 059 to complete an intended movement of this track of 060 degree course. So let's see the display of radar about course and heading. So course over ground means the actual direction of progress of the vessel. So this is the course. So the vessel's heading may be differ from the course due to the effect of wind. So the heading is the direction pointed by your bow. Okay, in this picture of radar display, the heading is showing 333.7 degree true, and the course over ground is 332.6 degree true. So there's always difference between heading and course over ground. So maybe the ship itself can make heading and course over ground different. For example, we have right-handed propeller or left-handed propeller, so the vessel can create the difference between heading and course over ground. Speed over ground, the speed of the ship with respect to the ground or any other fixed object such as fixed buoy or island. So for example, the ship is in navigation. The GPS can measure the speed of the vessel over ground, so the actual movement of the vessel on the surface of the earth. Then speed through the water is the speed of the ship with respect to the water, such as anything floating on the water. So the instrument used for speed through the water is Doppler lag. For example, the ship is moored on a certain pier beneath a river and there is a current. So while the ship is moored, the GPS will not measure any movement of the vessel over ground because the ship is tied on the pier. But for example, there's a current on that area, the water is flowing, so this Doppler lag can sense the movement of water beneath the ship and it will give you a relative speed or speed through the water. So for example, the ship is at rest and there's a current flowing with a speed of 2 knots. The Doppler lag can display the ship's speed through the water same as the current. For example, in navigation, the ship is navigating against the current with a speed over ground of 10 knots and the current is against the ship's movement. So the speed through the water may be at a higher value than speed of the vessel over ground. So Doppler lag can give you a relative speed. This is the combination of the speed through the water and speed over ground. So we will discuss that later on. Okay, so in the ship's display, for example, in the radar, heading is 313.3 degree, course over ground is 038.2. There's a big difference. Heading 313, course 038. So check the speed over ground. So the ship is not in a navigation mode. So maybe the ship is drifting because the speed is just 0.7 knots. So maybe the vessel is stopped. So the picture is the vessel might be on the heading 313 and stop through the water, but there's some external forces that affect the ship and can be pushed on this direction 313 degree through. So this is the difference between heading and course, or course over ground, or course made good. So let's discuss about bearing. So bearing is the horizontal angle between the direction of an object and another object, or between it and that of north. For example, true bearing. So true bearing, it is the direction to an object from point expressed as horizontal angle measured clockwise from true north. So the basis of measuring true bearing is from the true north. For example, in this picture, the vessel is heading 315 and there's a buoy sighted on this part. So the true bearing of that buoy is from true north, and this is 066 degree. true bearing. So what is relative bearing? So this is the clockwise angle from the heading of the vessel to a straight line drawn from the observation station on the vessel to the object. Okay, so it depends upon the ship's heading. So the ship is heading 0, 0, 0, or also in the north. So the true bearing and relative bearing of this buoy will be the same, 0, 6, 6 degree. Okay, so the true north is the basis of measurement of true bearing, and the ship's heading is the basis of measurement of relative bearing. So we have some points of bearing beneath the ship. So we have the dead ahead and the dead asterns, and 1, 2, 3 points of bearing. So we will be reviewing it again for reference in giving a bearing. So for example, if the ship's heading is 045 degree or the northeast, and the lighthouse is observed at starboard bow, what is the true bearing and relative bearing of lighthouse? Starboard bow is 45 degree from the bow clockwise, so means the relative bearing is 045 degree. Ship's heading is 045 degree, and lighthouse has a relative bearing of 045 degree. Therefore, the true bearing is 090. Okay, the ship's heading is 045, and the buoy is sighted on starboard bow. So the true bearing of the buoy is from the north. So the ship's heading plus relative bearing is equal to true bearing, which is 090 degree.